Hey everybody, so today is a project day. It is time to knock out a big project. Now it's still hot here in the Houston area, and that's why I haven't done it yet. I wanted to have this done back in June. Now it is about the middle of August. I'm going to stop delaying because I want to use this next thing, I'm going to build a garden today. The next garden for the fall. So it's time to get it planted and get it made, basically, not planted. It's time to get the garden made. So let's do it. And then right here, it's going to be another raised bed. And that's what I'm doing today. That's gonna go. I'm gonna adjust this, take up all this grass that's underneath it, lay it down, and show how I do it and how I made this one. So yeah, that's the project for today. And it's just me doing it, so yeah, here we go. Okay, and just like that, we're done. That took me about 15 minutes to get that out. Now I just got to finish bringing the bricks and start getting this grass out of the way. So probably about 30-40% done already. I've only been going at it about 30 minutes. I am kind of tired already. The humidity is insane. It's not hot yet, but as soon as that tree stops covering the sun, I'm going to be in trouble. So time to go. Okay, so as you can see, I've already taken out the fire pit and I brought all 30 cinder blocks back. This has taken me about 30 minutes, 32 minutes-ish to this point. So that's all by myself. So of course, if you have kids, grandkids, people that want to help you, friends, you know, whatever, it'll be a lot quicker. I've switched hats because the sun is right there and it's about to get super hot. And I'm a bald dude, so no sunburn on this head. So now the next step is to take out all this grass. Now I'm going to come back out here in a few minutes after I go hydrate, which is important. Drink water, Gatorade. Drink water, drink water, drink water. I preach hydration. I'm going to come back out and measure, get exactly where I want to go with it, and then just start taking the grass up. All right, so now the break's over. Got some good water in me. Had to change my shirt. It's all good. I'm not sponsored by Magellan, but hey, Magellan, y'all are needing a sponsor. All right, so here's the next thing to do. You got to lay it out. So I've got 30 blocks. They're each 16 inches wide. I'm going to do 3 on each end, just like I did on this bed here. I'm going to do 12 down the middle on each side. So it's going to be about 16 foot long, 3 foot wide bed here. So that's the next step. So here we go. So you see there's the beginning, and right down there is going to be the end. So not much longer. This is taking about 20 minutes to do that. And that's just to get the blocks out of the way, really. But to continue. Okay, so I've been going at this for about an hour and 10 minutes, and the heat is here, the humidity is here. I am absolutely exhausted already, but this is what I've done so far. As you can see, 3 wide with the 4th one right there going down. So I still got about 10-11 feet to go. So I'm gonna hit this hard tomorrow morning before the sun actually pops up and knock it out. It's gonna try to get it all done today, but it's just too ambitious, so can't do it. Heat's killing me. So, but yeah, that's what I've done so far. So until tomorrow. All right, well, hey, good morning. So I got up early today to knock out the rest of this. As you can see, that's where I left off yesterday because of the heat. It was just too hot. But right now, sun isn't even remotely up. Got a couple hours, so I should get this done pretty quick without the sun. So let's do it. All right, I've been out here for about 15 minutes. I've already cleared all of this out. Of course, that was the old fire pit right there. But yeah, without the sun killing you, you can knock this out really quick. So now it's time to lay down these bricks, these cinder blocks, get them level-ish. They don't have to be perfect. Remember, this is gardening, not rocket science. But I want them to look at least halfway decent. So yeah, that's what I'm doing next. I've still got a little bit of grass down here at the end to scrape up, but until I get these bricks laid in, I'm not quite certain how much more I have to go. So I'm going to do the bricks first. Okay, so that's it. Got it done. Now, this side is just a little crooked. Not much. It's enough for me to notice, but I mean, does it really matter? Not really. As long as it's in a decent shape and you're happy with it, then you're good. That's all you got to do. So lesson here is you don't have to have a giant backyard. Like my neighbor's backyard is 3 times my backyard. If I had that backyard, I'd be able to do some stuff, but I've got this backyard, so you got to make do with what you got, and I think this is going to work out really good. I'm excited for it. So what are the steps again? Let me back up. Measure, 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 then measure again. Make sure you didn't mess it up like I did the first time when I built that other raised bed in the spring. Get one of these things. Get the grass up. Now you want to get as much of the grass up as you can. You're not going to get everything up, but you can see what I have left here. It's just dirt. Go to the compost place that I go to, and I'm going to lay a layer of compost down on here. Soak it down really, really good. Give it a day, and then normally I'd like to give it a couple weeks just to let that break down-ish, start to break down, but I don't really have that time. So today I'm going to go get the compost to lay down, and then tomorrow I'm going to go get the vegetable mix. Now the vegetable mix is just a ready-made mix. It's already got a bunch of nutrients and compost and soil and everything in it. I'm going to lay that as the middle layer, and then I'm going to come across the top with my mix, the mix that I make here. That should give it 3 good levels of really good nutrition for whenever I do start planting the fall garden, which will be in about a month. I'm going for mid-September, which means next week I'm going to start my seeds, start some of the seeds, and I'll do a video on that. It's not a lot to that. So, but I can only say that now because I went through winter planting for spring, and so I kind of have a little bit of experience, not a lot, but a little. And yeah, that's it. So, next step, compost. Okay, so now we're the next day. Today's Saturday. I've already filled it in with the vegetable. I went ahead and just filled it all the way to the top with the vegetable. I know I said yesterday I'd do 3 layers, but I just went ahead and filled it all the way to the top. And then down here is the compost. So that's a good layer of compost with the vegetable mix. And then whenever I actually plant the seeds or the plants, I will put my mix around in the hole along with some other nutrients, and it'll do fine, just like all of that. So I have a lot of room now. I've still got to fill in all these little holes here, but it's fine. This is the beginning of the end. Finally. And then the next step will be fall planting. I'm excited. So that's it, everybody. That's how you make a cinder block raised bed garden. There's not a lot to it. It's just more you gotta dedicate the time and the energy and the money to doing it. Now, all of this that I just did was less than $100, and I don't even think it was more than 70, honestly. I'd have to figure it out, but it's a really cheap thing to do. The cinder blocks will last forever, and it's not like wood, which will decay and then you got to replace every few years or every 7 years or whatever. Those cinder blocks aren't going anywhere for like a long time, ever. So it's a good investment, and it's really easy. And once you get it in to the ground and you've got it level, all it's going to do is settle, and it's going to be there, and you don't have to worry about it. You just got to keep adding nutrients and fertilizing, you know, the normal gardening stuff. So, and that's it. So if you all enjoyed this video, please like it. If you think it was educational, please share it. Subscribe to the channel. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram, Down Home Backyard Gardening. And as always, shine bright and harvest hard. Bye. Okay, hey everybody. So for the last few months, mosquitoes. For the last few months, I've been talking about killing mosquitoes. Today is change day. No, I don't like any of that. Channels or through the blah 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 blah. Hey, I'm gonna build a garden today. The next garden for the fall. So it's time to get it planted and get it made. Basically, not planted. It's time to get the garden made. So, see, I don't like any of this. I'm having a bad day. Okay, let me figure this out. It's already hot. I'm already sweating like crazy.